He is our resident dentist. Now, he's a dentist here in Downey too. He's married with 2 daughters. He's working out of the Advanced Manual Special Occasion Speeches. He's working on project number 2. The project title is Speaking in Praise. His title is Indelible Mark. And the objective of his speech is to prepare a speech praising someone. Mr. Timer, he's asking for 5 to 7 minutes. Please help me welcome John McAllister.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guest. Have you ever known somebody who's left an indelible mark on your soul? Somebody who has changed your life for having met them and been around them. I have. And his name is Jose Luis Figueroa. And if you look at this picture, there are 4 candles on the cake. And we had the opportunity of singing happy birthday to each other for many years. Every time it was his birthday, I'd be over there. It was my birthday, he'd be over at my house. Christmases, New Year's. I was part of his family. And I had that opportunity to really get to know him. And he had 3 passions in his life. One of them is medicine. Now, you think of me, I'm a dentist. Nobody in my family is a dentist. Nobody. Cousins, uncles, or anything. But he, since he was a little boy, said, I'm gonna be a doctor. Did it rub off? I don't know. Then the next passion he had was food. He enjoyed eating. Now, when I was 15 years old, I was called El Flaco. That means the thin one. Now, as you can tell, I learned quite a bit from him, and I've enjoyed food as well. And so I'm no longer El Flaco. His 3rd passion that he left with me is music. How many of you saw The King's Speech? The King's Speech. I'd recommend everyone to go watch it, especially if you're a Toastmaster. And the poignant point of that movie, that piece of music is playing. That's the 2nd movement of the 5th Piano Concerto by Ludwig van Beethoven. I would have had no idea what I just said unless I had met Jose Luis. Because since he was a little boy, he would ask me, what type of music do you like? I like classical. He was in high school. And when it wasn't cool to say you like classical, he would say, I like classical. When we go, so the opportunity of learning from his passion, I had that opportunity. And I want to present it to you because he can no longer do it for us. He went to medical school, and in medical school, he wasn't feeling well. He was diagnosed with a cancer that 3 months later, he passed away. But he did leave his passion with me. He left Ludwig, which is also Louise in German. And when I really got to know Ludwig van Beethoven, and you get to hear this music, it'll actually make you cry without even one word being sung. So I'm gonna tell all of you, one thing I'd suggest is, who's seen the movie Immortal Beloved? Put it on your list, Immortal Beloved. Immortal Beloved is about the biography of Ludwig van Beethoven, a man who couldn't hear, who created some of the most beautiful music ever heard. So go out and watch that. After you've had the opportunity to see what that man was about, then listen, get his 9 symphonies. Get the 9th. Everyone knows the Ode to Joy, I hope. And listen to that 5 or 10 times and really get to know it. Then move on to the 7th. The 9th, then the 7th. Because in that movie, when he comes out of the room after his speech, they start playing the 2nd movement of the second movement of the Seventh Symphony. Why? Because it's so powerful. It is so passionate. The music that Beethoven has left us has gone and beyond the ages. If you think of the Ode to Joy, when the millennium came over, when we went from 1989 to 2000, every symphony around the world was playing Ode to Joy. Why? Because it's one of the most beautiful pieces of music ever. And I would have never known that because I was into rock and roll. I had no idea who it was. But because of my friend, he left an indelible mark on my soul. And I'd like to, hopefully you, take that along. Yeah, Imortal Beloved, then the Ninth Symphony, 5 or 10 times, the Seventh Symphony, 5 or 10 times, then move on to the Fifth Symphony, 5 or 10 times. Then, listen to this, then you will understand it. And when you understand it, that second movement will make you cry. That is powerful, that a piece of music could actually bring something, and if you listen to it well and understand the music, without any words ever being spoken. A man that lived hundreds of years ago is speaking to us now. And he's left his passion. And I unfortunately had the opportunity to be around a friend who gave me his passion. And that passion now lives on, and I hope to instill it in you, and that you go out and learn a little bit about this passion. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. John. That was a very